Yeah, what's up guys? I'm Rago.
And I'm Sean.
And we were running through some footage that Brad Strom actually filmed in the river at Lyle.
Lyle, 6 spot.
And we've been kind of like going through some of these and doing some trick tips with Ewan, and Sean here actually had some pretty rad big air tricks. We thought we'd cover them. One of them that we really liked was, what was it? The
Backroll Kiteloop late tail grab.
Backroll Kiteloop, that sounds rad to me, man. Can you break this down?
Yeah, it's really nice. You know, I just make sure that once I commit to the Backroll Kiteloop by keeping the bar pinned in all the way after the load and pop. And well, the thing about that one is there's so many different variations of Backroll Kiteloops, and this happens to be one where I'm popping off the water and I'm trying to really whip my body and get inverted right off the water.
So you're popping early, you're inverting early, you'd say?
Yeah, like right away, because it's weird. Like I actually do them different to the left and to the right. I was trying to learn late back rolls to the left, and this is just what kind of evolved. But you know, you could do a back roll kite loop where you're popping off the water and initiating your loop all at the same time, which is kind of the traditional way that people will learn them. So they pop off the water, crank the loop at the same time, boom, and then, you know, when they're coming out of it, the kite's usually right out in front of you.
That's how I do my back roll kite loops.
Yeah.
I like to do them kind of low. You're looping as you're popping. It's really explosive, fun feeling trick.
It sure is, yeah. So that one gives you like a lot of G-force because you're looping the kite earlier. So back row kite loops always seem to get the kite lower for me. But then there's also like late back row kite loops and a couple variations of that as well, because you could loop the kite and 3/4 of the way through go into your late back row. Because once you hit the apex of your jump, now your line tension is actually kind of hidden like a change in direction, you know, because you're super loaded when you're leaving the water, boom, so your lines are really, really tight. But once you hit the apex of your jump, your lines are actually gonna go a little bit spongy and then reverse tension when you start to come back down. So the key is to crank the kite loop before that tension runs out the first time.
So you're doing a regular jump in this. Are you looping at the apex?
Right before the apex.
Right, so you're on the way up, you're pulling the loop,
Yep.
but not at the apex of your jump
For sure.
in this particular clip.
Yeah, so I'm riding to the left there. And so what I do is I want to make sure that I'm getting whipped upside down, and I'm upside down while the loop's happening. So it's pulling me through the loop upside down. And the secret for me to this is just keeping my eyes on the center strut, which I've talked about so many times. So I go in, and as I'm popping, I'm following the kite. And as I'm cranking the loop, I'm watching the kite all the way around until I see the center strut coming back all the way up. And then now when the kite's going up to catch me here, I still have my hand right on the center with my finger over the center line. And as that's going out, I can sheet out and direct the kite to 12 o'clock above me. And that gives me the time to reach back and grab the tail grab. But the other trick is, as the kite's shooting to 12 to catch me, I'm making sure that it over sends a little bit while I'm going for this tail grab, because now the kite's off to my right while I'm holding the tail grab, and I can slowly increase my hand pressure with the left. That's going to pull a really nice down loop all the way around, and that's the way that you can hold the tail grab to the very last second.
And that's how you're getting that little extra loft in this clip, where you're kind of like,
Exactly.
You catch yourself, you go for the grab, then you're nice and floaty for like
Yep.
the next 10 feet. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that the lines looked like they were a bit over, and I could see you were doing something a little different there.
And also, if I notice that the kite's like right at 12 o'clock right above me, I'll actually give it a quick little twitch off to the right so that it's a little bit off to the side. And then I know when I initiate the down loop, it's going to be going around my head.
Any tips for guys to work their way into this?
You know, try to do small ones where you grab the tail grab and you're holding it through the loop the whole time.
So that's kind of rad. Yeah, so if you guys want to learn that variation, I actually did a full tutorial on the back roll. I called it a kite loop, a back roll kite loop nose grab, but I'm not doing the transition like Sean. I'm not coming around and landing toe side and redirecting my kite. But give that video a watch for like the first step of this trick, and then you can bridge it into this big air variation.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. That's actually kind of cool with a little extra send after the catch for the loft, because I've been watching a lot of, I'm just starting to do more big air myself. I'm a freestyle rider, park rider. I've been enjoying like watching some of the big air guys and noticing like after the catch, a lot of guys will do that little redirect, and I'm like, man, how are they getting that little extra loft for their floating frame for that down loop? Like, that's a cool little tip. So redirect the kite, makes total sense.
Oversend, yeah.
Oversend, yeah. After the catch.
I purposely flick it off to the side so that way I can get it across 12.
Awesome, dude. Well,
yeah. Cool. Thanks, Rago.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually enjoyed making this video. Some new stuff to try. So if you did, give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. We'll catch you later.
See ya.